Wow, that like zoomed in. And it's like, oh, like trying to look and see what time it is. 21:10. Honestly, you want to know the big reason why I'm like so excited for the new tracker? Got this Garmin. I bought it off a friend, and it's not like it doesn't work itself. It's a bug, I think, that I can't get rid of. A lot of people like in the UK and stuff like that had an opposite issue where mine won't leave military time. And theirs wouldn't stay in military time. So, like, I can turn off the 24 hour, and I have it set on my app, on the clock, the options for the face itself, on my phone. Everywhere I can have it set to be in 12-hour because my brain doesn't like the 24-hour thing. It's only useful for me when I'm doing working the floors because we do stuff at 20 in military time at the hospital. Otherwise, it's just not useful to me. It doesn't help me at all. So, but I can't turn it off. So, yeah, it's annoying. But got the new Polar coming. It's supposed to be here tomorrow. Got a bunch of stuff coming tomorrow. And then I'm off for 3 days. So one more day. Today, got off at, I was 15 minutes past the time I was supposed to. So I got my full 8. And when I said I was going to have 27 hours, I was 15 minutes shy. 15 minutes. I overestimated by 15 minutes. Because of how the time clock works. I think if I would have clocked out like 2 minutes later, I would have gotten it. The full extra 15. But, I mean, it's 26.75 plus 8, which is 34 hours. I'm definitely getting overtime because my minimum shift tomorrow is 7.75. That's what we get scheduled for. So I'm opening up my app because on my computer because I'm lazy and don't really want to try and figure out the math in my head. So 26.75 plus 8 plus 7.75 minimum 2.5 hours of overtime. It's ridiculous. When we get normally getting 38.75 hours. I mean, I don't get any credit until after I hit 40, but crazy. Ooh, my hair. I need to wash my hair. It's like, ugh. See, this is what happens with my hair. Is it just mats so easily. It's like, ugh. God, do you think it was like a cat or something with how bad my hair mats? Part of it is probably just because of how I do my hair. I just twist it, wrap it. Tuck the ends under. And then ponytail it. If I even attempt to do the bun part, a lot of times I just half ponytail it and then messy bun it. But I like my length. I like the cut itself where it's like this. It needs to be, I didn't reshave, but it goes all the way to there. Ow. I think I found a scab. Found like a dry patchy spot, I think. I don't think it's a scab. I think it's a dry patchy spot. I have skin issues, especially in the winter. Oh, ow. Okay. Stop scratching your head, dingus. So, hours. I did apologize to my boss for that. I was like, I am so sorry for all the overtime I'm getting. She's like, meh. She could, and like I apologized to her, and she's like, no. She goes, you're fine, because I'm not doing it. I'm not like milking it, and I'm wanting to go home on time. So I'm not trying to make it so that I get all these extra hours. Like I said, Sunday I was asked to stay. Monday. Ow. Nope, that's like a scabby spot. Okay. Anyway, Monday I stayed because I was making sure everything was stocked. Because if I got it done, that means it got done. That means we'd have access to things. Because, like I said, we got like new flavors. We got Bergs. And we got Mr. Pibb. And Coke's been advertising it. Those Arctic cooler things. Where you can, it's the refrigerators that they keep the drinks in are colder than like normal coolers. I mean, it's like 30 degrees. We've seen it between 26 and 34. Fluctuates. And then what you do is you take it out of that cooler. You take your bottle. You do this. You do this. You stick it on this little thing that's lit up and it lights up. And you hit this button and it looks like a little snowflake. Kind of thing. I need to stop messing with this spot, but it actually now it hurts. Yep. Okay. Anyway. And then you stick it on that, and when you're done, it becomes like a slush. Personally, for me, I had to do it like 3 times for it to work. I suck at it. But coworkers, a couple of them, I figured out that you do it like that. You do that you do the up and down. It's easier to visualize when you do it like that a couple times. If you notice, there's not much left in there. So. And then you stick it on the thing. You press the button. You take it off. You open it a little bit to release a little bit of the air pressure. Close the lid again. And then you shake it again. You might have to one more time. It depends on how cold the drink actually was. And then it becomes like a full slush. But it's like when you stick your drink in the freezer for a little bit. And that's what you get. It's kind of cool. It's actually really, really cool to watch. Especially if you watch it with the sprites. The sprites are really cool because you can actually see like the ice crystals form. It's so cool to watch. I don't know. I really don't have much to ever talk about, do I? So it's work this, work that, work this, work that. But I haven't really been doing anything. I'm supposed to work out. But it's like, today there was oh God, now there's a bump in the hair. Stupid trick. But there was a function at work, which means all the dishes got used. I literally went to my boss and went when it was time for me to it was because we had to get just to double check, make sure everything's done the way it's supposed to. Can I go home since, I washed every dish in the kitchen at least twice. And as I'm going at least twice, my boss is going at least twice. So he kind of looks at me and goes, yeah, you're good. You can go. And then I saw him a couple minutes later and he's like, thank you. Really, thank you for your work. We really appreciate it. And I get told that a lot by all the bosses. So that kind of makes me feel good. It's like, okay, well, at least I'm doing something good. And then I've got couple other, more like my main boss, you know, she's giving me updates on hiring, on it for getting people, because we're trying to get someone hired so that I'm not having to do as much with the dishes, because they like to get me in other places too. They kind of, yeah, they like to get me into Go, which is our grab and go stuff, so they call it Go. They'd like to get me back there again because I'm faster. I'm like more efficient with this. Part of it is because of my ADHD. I like hyper focus on everything, so it's like boom, 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 boom. I get it done, and I think they they take advantage of that. I mean, I do the same thing with the dishes. It's like I will like start on a row, and I will finish that row. If they start adding stuff, like a couple things here or there, like I'll ignore that and then work to the next row. I always start in like the same spot every time, because there's 4 rows plus the top, or no, 1, 2, 3 rows, not including the top. They're not supposed to put anything on the top. They can ask me, and a lot of times I'll say, yeah, go ahead and put that there. And I'm like, I'm okay with these things. And I've talked to him, like, but the problem is all of us are different. Ow. Anyway, I have something with my head. So we've got the top, the very, very top, and then we have the inside row, the middle, who's like eyesight with me. And then we've got the bottom where I have to like squat to grab. And so I personally prefer to stick with the middle row. Like I said, it's perfect eye level for me. And it's like, that's where I want them to put like the cookie sheets and things like that, because it's easier to grab and move to the other cart. It might change once we get the new dish machine in, because then I'll just be going from rack to sink to dish machine rather than rack, sink, cart, dish room, or rack, sink, 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 depending on what it is, or even rack, cart. So, I mean, there are multiple ways of how this thing works, but I hate the 3-compartment sink part of it. I mean, the new soap is nice, and I like the fact that their biggest focus for the reason they switched was because the allergy issue between me and another coworker. It's like we were like seriously allergic to it. I was having breathing issues and skin issues, and my friend / coworker was having some very similar issues. Her rash is like just as bad, except her rash was like starting to like start on her. She was getting it on her chest and stuff too, because water splatters and things like that. My skin is just really super sensitive on my arms, especially this time of year. I mean, I'm also really just dangerous. I mean, I keep smacking that spot. I've got that. Then there's my thumb where I like, oh, let's see if I can make it, force it to focus on my thumb. Nope, it won't focus on my thumb. Nope. On my thumb, you piece of crap. There it goes. See? See that redness right there? That is something got underneath the nail, and with gloves, which is what irritates me. I had gloves on. I mean, I had like a wire rack or something, jabbed underneath the nail. So I'm trying to get at where that happened, just so I can get I'm trying to get where it happened so that I can get that because it's dead skin now. I'm trying to get that out so that it can heal. But what do I keep doing? Smacking it, because it's the tip of my thumb on my dominant hand. So I had a Band-Aid on it. Not because it was bleeding or anything like that, but because it was adding an extra layer of protection. Also, when I put a Band-Aid on my finger, I don't move that finger as much. I don't use it as much. Gloves ended up taking it off. But I went like most of the day with that Band-Aid still working. So that was good. I was really good about the gloves. Wearing gloves, because that way I didn't have to wash my hand and keep changing the Band-Aids. But, it gets annoying having to wear Band-Aids all the time because I keep scraping that, which means that's probably going to end up as a scar. And then, of course, I have issues with I'm a picker and a nail biter. Ooh. Got my own hand in the way. So, yeah, so you can see I'm a picker and a nail biter. You can see it. So I'd like pick and pick and pick and pick. It's just, that's my OCD. It's, the good news is I pick it myself. Most of the time. Sometimes I notice things on other people's head. Like I'll notice my daughter's got this weird hair texture stuff. So I notice that stuff. And I noticed like my husband's eyebrow hairs where it starts here. And I swear to God, it curls into, it's so long, it can go into his eye. He's got a long face, or at least longer than mine. I notice it, and it drives me crazy. And then it drives him crazy because I'm wanting to get at it. But yeah. Welcome to my life. I'm tired. I'm just tired. That's all it is. And I think tomorrow is going to be... Tomorrow's just going to be recuperation. Tomorrow is going to be showing off the Polar Watch. I think it's going to be like literally filming me opening the box. Setting it up. Or attempt. I'm going to have to think... Because there's no app for a Windows computer. I had to try and see if I can get that. I bit my finger when I did that. Get my big camera to work. Because that actually would be better to use the big camera. Oh. Because I literally can't find any of my point and shoot batteries. I had one. And then I found, because I have 4 of them. I have 4 batteries, 2 that came with, that were for my original ELF that aren't as, they were great for that ELF camera, but the new ELF that I have does not, well, it's not new, it's the newer one that I have. It uses the same type of battery, but it needs a step up or something. Good news is also I am upgrading my SD card on this device, which is my S8. I'm like doubling my RAM, doubling my memory, because that I mentioned in my plan with me that tried to film with this and stopped recording because max limit reached. I'd maxed out the card. Trying to figure out what had happened. It's like, yeah, I'd maxed out the card. Oops. So, I keep catching things in the side of my eye. That's the reason I keep looking. Yay, it's 9:30 and I'm starting to yawn. God, I'm old. Anyway. It told me max memory reached, and that's because I had maxed out my card. I have a 64 gig card on here and I hadn't cleaned it off in a while. So that's what that was. And Amazon was having their 12 days of deals or whatever today. And one of them was on SD cards. I don't need actual SD cards. I have 2 of these. There it goes. I have 232s. Of these, and then I have a 16, and then I have an actual, like, I have of the extreme. I just realized I was holding upside down. Of the extreme like that, I have 2 32s. I think I have a 16, and then I have a 32, like, you know, regular SD card. Because I get the extremes because of my DSLR. I am still so freaking annoyed that I can't find... Are you kidding me? Camera battery. But it's not the good one that I need. Because there's an L and then there's an LH. That's an L. I don't know where the camera is. It's around here somewhere. Well, it's around here, but it's not here. But that's my other camera. Got a really good deal for that. And it came with a telephoto lens. That, oh my god. That telephoto lens. That is like love. Oh, I love it. But it was also, the biggest thing was it also had the wireless kind of thing, so I could be able to connect with it with my phone and have remote shooting. That was good. And it has video. Oh yeah. Pens. Oh. I don't know if I'm looking in a drawer that I don't use right now yet. Oh. Oh, these are just all pens. Some of these are fountain pens, which is why they stay in which is why they're in a drawer, so they can lay flat. I have no idea, because I rearranged my thing. I moved these units here. We're down here on the floor, but I need to put a trash can there so I can put. Hopefully, I put my trash. Yeah, I don't know. Because as you can tell, I don't have a trash can. I just stick. That actually was there because I was picking up something and I put it there and I think I forgot it. And then I forgot about it. So, oops. Yeah, I do. I have like 2 more batteries because I'm pretty sure the other one sitting in that ELF camera is another. This L and not an LH. I don't know. Life is. I have another drawer unit here. Oh, I doubt it's in this. I'm pretty sure I didn't stick them in this. It just vibrated. Why did? Oh. Phil tweeted. All my pens. Le Pen Permanent. A Stettler. 2 of them. I get 3 of them. I think these were ones that I cleaned out of a bag. Papermate Flare Medium. I also have fine point ones or whatever they are. And then the Crayola double-ended. Brush tips. Oh, another Papermate Flare. Pilot Acroball 4, which it's 4 because it's got 4 colors. The black is out of ink. I need to find out if I can replace the ink on these because I love the way this feels in my hand. I like the fatter pens. G2 or Pilot G2 has one. I think it was the Pilot or it was the Energel. One of the two. And it was called Dr. Grip or something like that. It was like a metal pen, and it was like this thickness, but it was only a single color. I have one, or had one, and it disappeared. I think somebody took it. And then this is called something. I don't know what the name of it is, but it's a mechanical pencil I got from Tombow. I ordered off of Tombow's website. And then the Prismacolor Premier 05. I have their whole set that you can get at Walmart, which is where that's from. Oh, stickers. More stickers. Oh, I just threw the pen on the floor. And then there's earrings in here. Oh, another Stettler black one, which are always good to have on hand. A Tombow 685. I'm not going to look it up to try and figure out what color that is. And the big whiteout correction pen. I do not suggest using these in your planner. Honestly, I don't suggest using these ever. I think I was using them in with my bullet journal stuff. I'm like pretty sure I don't have one in here. This is the battery. And it's not going to focus on that because it's too busy focusing on my face. It's the Canon. This is actually the one from my camera and not the Vivitar ones that I have. Because I have Vivitar ones, which was, I think, the white. Oh, the Helicon. Or something like that. Like that. The Vivitar ones are the ones I have for my Rebel, which work amazing and actually last longer than the Canon ones. But anyway, these are what I suggest. These ones, and then it's just the big whiteout ones. Tombow has a double-ended one. That is absolutely the best thing I've ever seen, because it's got an eraser on one end, and then it's got whiteout stuff, you know, the strip stuff on the other end. It's like, oh, and it's like, it's, and the eraser is basically this. They're really good eraser stuff, which you get those, by the way, when you order from Tombow's website. They always send you that, and then they send you for me at least, I've always gotten an eraser and a thing of basically like double stick tape. It's the tape runner. That's the word I'm looking for, tape runner. And the rest of the things in here are earrings. Oh god, I have 3 things of it in there. And a couple different Logitech dongles. But bats. And then these I got, these ones right here, the Wild Veil ones I got from Target. They're, I don't know how many pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 30 pair. Oh yeah, there. Yep, 30 for 16 bucks. It's not bad. They're nickel free. I have issues where my skin, like my ears and stuff, will get like that gunk, but mine are like, they'll like start to turn like blackish green, even on like the so-called nickel free stuff, like that I've gotten like from Claire's and stuff. This I've never had any issues. And ironically, the Walmart one, these little cheapy earrings from Walmart, never had any issues. And by the way, these are pumpkins, so they just flip around. You can see pumpkins. Okay. There you go. See, pumpkins. And then these. One of them was like, well, one of the earrings is in here. I don't know where the other ones went. It was an eyeball. I actually creeped people out with the eyeball. So. Okay. Ow. And then basic stickers that yeah, because like one of them says like house guest, and I don't ever have house guests. We don't have a big enough place for that. Basically seasonal kind of thing. Some emojis. This came with one of the fitness packs. Healthy Hero. This came with another one. I don't know. Oop. Okay. Not gonna worry about picking that up but that was Paige. Penguin cleaning. Carl doing laundry. Ralph the raccoon. Carl works out, and that's 4 of those. And then whoop, whoop, whoop. Almost lost it. Carl goes running. Paige is under the weather. Ursula works out. And Ursula gets on the scale when she has 2 moods. Happy and sad. Oh, my phone battery is dying. Samples from palm oak paper. Used kits. Rudolph. These are so cute. More palm and oak paper samples. Some other samples. A picture of me from some point. Wish it said like what year it was. This is Kodak paper. You can figure out though, it is like from the 90s. Because you see shoulder pads and that weird thing. And you can definitely tell it's me. And it just said maximum file reached. Not because it ran out of space, but because it has to break it up. So I gotta end this soon because I'm gonna have to edit it together. God, more Carl works out. Carl doing laundry. Coffee. Relaxing. Felicia's drinking coffee. Felicia's being lazy. Felicia cleans. Ursula gets coffee. Ursula gets on the scale again. And these are all date covers. Like different styles of date covers. See, different styles. Protein blender bottles. Use kit. More protein blender bottles. And then Paige Christmas. I'm not a huge fan of penguins. I don't know if you can tell what my actual obsession is. Carl. But I can't resist like the Christmas ones. So anyway, it is time for me to like finish this and say goodnight. So I will see you tomorrow. Don't know what we're doing. No idea what's going on. I have to take a friend home after work. I'm okay with it. She's doing, she said she needs to get home as soon as possible because she's doing pancakes with Santa. Don't know what that is. I think it's something that's happening tomorrow. So, but I love giving Candace a ride home. I love it. It actually is. I look forward to. It's like, need a ride home? So, I'll see you tomorrow. Got to work on figuring out charge the camera batteries so I can do my pillar set. And I'll see you tomorrow.